చేస్తా. So very good evening to one and all. We are going to start with today's session, and today's session is we are heading towards the last concepts in digital marketing, which is Google Ads. So we have learned about Facebook ads, and in today's class we are going to learn about Google Ads. See, generally whenever we are posting something, uh, you know, on Facebook through our within our network, one of the greatest reasons why your ads will not reach to most of the people is you as a digital marketer will have huge number of people, maybe like 1500, 2000, 3000 contacts. Every time they post a content, your content will go down. Now imagine you posted a content and nobody others have posted anything. Then everybody will see it, then the views will increase. That means you have traffic who are viewing your ads. But what will happen in case if all 3000 people post on the same time? You post an ad, maybe 5-6 people will check it, your ad will go down and others will post. Facebook has a problem where once you post it, the data goes somewhere into the Facebook server. You can only see a limited extent of content and you cannot really scroll down till the time you posted something maybe a month ago. So this is the problem. Now, when you talk about YouTube, you have seen that we can customize them into channel and all data is segregated just like a hard disk or on a cloud. It is saved on a cloud kind of a interface where you can search by just typing something. But this is not the case with Facebook or Instagram or any of the social media platforms. So their search engine optimization fails. Even if you are optimizing your ads, if you have huge traffic and they are also regularly posting content, then your post will not gain any attention, and hence it calls for something called as advertisements. And that is why social media marketing or search engine marketing has become very famous. So when you're running ads, you have a right to choose the time. You have a right to choose the ad designs, ad copies. And when you are choosing everything, during that period of time, the ads are going to be visible to your audience. Every time you pay money, your ads will be displayed. So what does it mean? You are investing money to ensure that your ads do not die so easily and they keep reaching out to your visitors. And if they're engaging with your ad, they're clicking on it, they're liking it, they're sharing it, they're subscribing it, then their extended network also will get to know and you get more views for it. So you should know what is a time when people are visiting your social media profiles or maybe your website. And once you have it, then you can plan your ads in such a way that they are optimized in terms of reaching your visitors. And once your ad reaches your visitor, it has content and stuff in it, then it will receive something called as engagements. And when people engage with them, then your ad will rank high and you will get better conversions. So it's all the conversion that's going to change the game. Okay, so that is very important in digital marketing. So let's go ahead with Google Ads. This is a basic introduction why Google Ads are important. Now I would like to tell you the difference between Facebook ads versus Google Ads. In Facebook ads, you are targeting people and running ads for them. Now, they might be interested, they might not be interested in your ad. That means you're trying to create demand for the product. In one way, I can say you're trying to generate demand for the product. Hence, Facebook ads follows the concept of demand generation. Whereas Google, it's a search engine. If I ask you, why do you use Google for? To search something. That means in Google, people are using keywords to search and fulfill their desire. And if you show your ads to those people when they use the keywords, they are more likely to purchase your product. They are more likely to get converted. So hence, Google ads are more important when compared to Facebook ads. However, sometimes Facebook ads do better. Sometimes Google ads do better. Now, only through practice, you will get to know how much percentage of money should I invest in Facebook, how much percentage of money should I invest in Google ads. Accordingly, you become an expert. So let's get started. So this slide is all about what we can do with Google ads. We do something called a search engine marketing. So basically when people search for keywords on the search engine, you are trying to show them your ads. You can do search ads. That means when people are searching for something, you are trying to run ads of your products to fulfill their demand, to fulfill their request. When Facebook ads is all about demand generation, Google ads is all about demand fulfillment. So people already have an existing demand that needs to be fulfilled, and you need to talk about your product features and benefits. Only then customer will be interested. Don't say I have an excellent product, this is what the product can do and all. If you talk like that, nobody will buy your product. But you have to tell them how will this product satisfy their need, unfulfilled pain, how you can get rid of it by using this product. So you need to talk about the benefits and not about the product features. Always remember, if you need to be a great marketer, talk about how it is going to help the visitors. Now we have something called as display ads. So display ads are basically those ads that gets displayed when you are searching for something. So display ads is again following the concept of demand generation. People are not searching for something, you are just displaying to everybody who generally talk about it. See, for example, there is somebody who keeps talking about competitor analysis, keyword analysis, So for that person, if I'm showing an ad of SEMrush, that is this BRush program, that is search engine marketing tool that you have seen on my website. So if I start showing that ads, there is every probability that he will interact with that ad and get converted. Now, if I'm talking about SEMrush to somebody who has no technical knowledge, no digital marketing knowledge, then it really doesn't hold good for him. So display ad, you are trying to generate demand. Search ad, you are trying to fulfill the demand for which he is searching the product. Next comes shopping ads. When you are actually running some shopping ads, you want to ensure that you are reminding them about there is something you left in your cart. Would you like to come back and complete your purchase? You left some items here. Probably he was searching for something. He took some products, put them in the shopping cart and felt I'll come back later and buy it because right now I need to do something important. Because he still wants to do a comparative study. So that is how it is. When it comes to video ads, you can run video ads like in-stream ads on YouTube. There are like 15-second ads. Until and unless the 15 seconds is over, you cannot skip the ad. However, there are some other ads which are like 5 seconds ad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can skip the ad. So what kind of ads you want to run? So that is what is all about YouTube advertising. So what do you mean by the concept of mobile app marketing? So there are many people who actually have so many new apps and they want to promote that app. Now you have a fantastic app and everybody enjoys it. You know that everybody will enjoy it. Then keeping that app with you will be of no use for you until and unless you start promoting it and others start spreading the good word of mouth to everybody around. So that is the importance of mobile app marketing. Now let us try to understand what is remarketing. Now there is this video master blaster that I showed you on ClickBank yesterday. I started checking out so many videos on YouTube and I started thinking about it that I need to purchase this product. So when I started doing that, what happened? I went to ClickBank and I also took a link for it. Whatever link you call it, that link through which I can promote it. Now I want to purchase it for myself. Okay. So, but again I thought, let me read about more reviews about it before I buy it, because I'll be investing my hard-earned money on it, right? So I wanted to understand what are the reviews about it, what are the comments on the videos of people who are promoting this product on YouTube. So when I started doing all these things, every time I check that ad, I get a Facebook Messenger ad. Hey, buy this. I think you forgot. I think you just forgot about me. So that is remarketing. So how does somebody know that I am actually going there and I'm coming back? That is possible only through remarketing. This is mostly the e-commerce website owners generally do this concept. Like we have seen Convertful. When people visited my website, I'm getting a data. That data I can use it for promoting some courses, promoting some products, promoting some free webinars. So something like that. So what do I get something in return? Some kind of satisfaction that I'm helping people out and some kind of satisfaction that somebody has learned something new from me. Okay, so you know that in Google you can do 4 type of things. One, you can run search ads, one you can run display ads, one you can run shopping ads, one you can run video ads. If you know the basics of these 4, you can probably go and take a Google Ads certification. Fundamentals of Google Ads. If you clear that, fantastic. Then if you want to take the next stage, you can take out search ads course and get certified as a search ads certified person on Google. Or you can do a display ads certified. You can do a shopping ads certified. So whichever certificate you have, it will be useful for you, because tomorrow you apply to Google, tomorrow you apply to Amazon, Flipkart, your profile or your resume having this certification will give you a great advantage. So the second important thing is, to take this certificate, it is free of cost. You can go to Google Ads, you can search in Google Ads certification, fundamental certification. Then it will give you a set of questions. If you take the questions, you need to get 80% to crack it. It will be objective type questions, not theory. Select the right objective. So once you are done with the right objective, then you go to the certification. If you fail it, you can take the test again after 48 hours or something. So since you're not paying any money, take it as many times as possible till you get 80% and crack it. That's as simple as it is. And these certificates will hold good for you when you apply for organizations which hire people for e-commerce related platform. Today you see Swiggy is running an e-commerce platform, Zomato, you take anything, you know, like Myntra, you have something like Amazon, you have Flipkart, you have Unistore, which is Tata Clicks. So everybody are going online and everybody wants to run their business through e-commerce. You see a lot of shops shutting down in Hyderabad, whichever location you talk about, because people prefer having a website and selling or promoting products where investment is zero and their cost is only like 2,500 to 3,000 rupees per year, unlike having a store where you are putting inventory, not sure if customers will buy, they'll become outdated, out of stock, and finally they will be losing out on the revenue. So they're paying rents, fixed overhead costs of 15,000, 20,000 per month. You can probably invest that money on Google ads, on Facebook ads, and reach out to more number of customers and do shipping and reduce the overall cost and increase your profits. So let us understand the campaign structure. Okay, this I wanted to explain in the form of PPT because you will understand it better. Let us take the example of Facebook. We wanted to run a campaign. The campaign name is "We are hiring for freshers." And then we have an ad group 1. In the ad group 1, I'm writing the title as "Freshers Job for Hyderabad." Or maybe if I say the campaign name is "Learn Digital Marketing." In ad group 1, I'm saying "Learn Digital Marketing Hyderabad." Ad group 2, "Learn Digital Marketing Bangalore." Learn Digital Marketing Kerala or Pune. I'll put multiple things. Each ad group will have a definite set of keywords. Like Hyderabad will have different keywords. Maybe Chennai will have different. Pune will have different. The age group, the gender, what kind of people I'm targeting, that will be restricted to that particular locations. So geographic segmentation will vary. The kind of keywords used will vary, because Chennai is different from Pune, Pune is different from Bangalore. Similarly, this is an ad copy. We also seen in Facebook ads how to design an ad copy, how to write the headline, how to write, okay, learn digital marketing for free, something like the tagline. So all these things will constitute an ad copy. So you have multiple ad copies, around 16 ad copies to 20 ad copies. One is for Instagram, one is for Facebook, one is for YouTube. So different social media platforms, you are running different ads. So, and then all these ad copies will have something in common called as headlines, description, images and videos. You can put either images or videos. These three can be used in any ad copy, and different images can be added, different videos can be uploaded to these ad copies. Now if you have gone through the Facebook, and now if I'm telling you in the PPT form, you will understand it in a much better way. You can relate it. Okay, next, what do you mean by search engine marketing? We already discussed, when there is an ad, when there is a sponsored thing, it is called a search engine marketing. And in case if it is a free thing, you will not have this AdWord symbol. So Google will give you some people to run ads in the first place and some people to run free, that is a proper SEO content below. The reason why Google does this, because if it doesn't have great content, then it will have to lose its competitive position in it with Yahoo or Bing, because Yahoo or Bing will overtake Google. So it should ensure that the visitors will get very good experience. So it should encourage readers or writers who does very good SEO and give them place on the first page. So few people it will give it, and few people it will start charging. Now coming to the next one, what do you mean by search engine marketing and what is the advantage? It can bring your website at the top page of Google search results. Because you're paying more money, you will take the first place. They charge based on number of clicks or number of views. Number of views is called as number of impressions. cost may vary dependent on the competition and the SEO of your content. If you are doing a great SEO, then you get more visitors who get converted into customers. Otherwise, you will only end up spending money. You don't get any visitors. Even if you get visitors, they will not get converted into customers, and your cost on ad spend will increase. We have a keyword here, COAD, cost on ads spent, COADS. Next, it is the best way to bring most relevant audience. The reason being, they are searching for something and you are targeting them to fulfill their needs. So grow your business with Google Ads. So this is something how the Google Ads accounts will look like. You can have number of accounts created. See, for example, in YouTube, I have 2 channels, then I can have 2 YouTube, Google Ads account. I can have 10 Google Ads account. I can have 15, I can have 20. So each Google Ads account will be given a particular name, and you can either create a new account or you can switch to any one of the existing account. I can switch amongst these 4 accounts, or I can also create a new Google Ads account. I'm going to show you how to do that in practically also, but just try to understand few PPTs before we get on. So whenever you want to create a new campaign, you can simply go here. I wanted to tell you one thing. Google actually offers 2000 rupees ad credit. That means whenever it is encouraging people to run ads, now you all want to run ads, okay, and you want to promote something. You have a very good opportunity because Google is going to help you with 2000 rupees ad credit, and that credit will be approved, and then you have to use this money within 1 month. So how does it work? Google will say, you spend 2000 rupees, your personal pocket money. I'll give you another 2000 rupees in the first 1 month. So whenever you are ready that I want to spend 2000 rupees, only then activate your account, because when you do that, you spend 1500 rupees in this month, Google will give you 1500 rupees ad credit. How much ever you are spending, that much money Google will give you, but the limit is capped to 2000 rupees. This is just for your information. Now, once you get on to Google and you are trying to say, I want to add, see previously, once you go into Google Ads, I'm just going to show you the sample here. So if you want to open something related to Google, you can simply go here. You know, I'm sure you all have a Gmail account, right? So if you have a Gmail account, I would simply go here. See, I'm opening something. This is my Gmail account, and you can clearly see here. Here is rupees 2000 Google Ads credit to start advertising again. So whenever you want to start your advertising, Google will give you a referral code. This is the referral code. You need to copy this code and paste it in the promotions page or the promotions tab, and you will start getting activated. So I just wanted to show you from the scratch. Okay. So whatever we have studied in the PPT so far, I'm just trying to show you. I opened a new page. I will simply say here, it's already logged in with my account. I have a Gmail account and my Gmail is open. So these 6 dots, these 9 dots you see, right? You have all the Google apps here. Like my website is linked to Google Analytics. So how am I getting analytics report? Because Google apps are there and I have a Gmail account. If I have a Gmail account, I can also link it to Google Ads. So you have to click on Google Ads. So grow your business with Google Ads. This is what I have taken a snapshot. If you look at it here, grow your business with Google Ads. Next one, once you say get started, it will take you to accounts. These are the accounts you have, which you can either create a new account or you can simply switch your account. So whichever account you are using, you can simply say, I want to use this account. Okay, double click on it. Okay, so it is opening up. So this is your account. This is your Google account. This is your Google email ID. So your email ID is linked to the account. So now if you look at it, the same thing is explained here. Create an account or you can go for a new account. Now, If you say I want to create a new account, because most of you don't have an account, you want to create a new account. You have some options here. Get more calls. What is the objective? What is your advertisement goal? Leave everything. Go to explore more campaign options and tools. Click on this blue icon. And once you do that, you will be taken to this page. What kind of campaign do you want to run? But right now I want the 2000 rupees promo code. I don't want to run a campaign. I want 2000 rupees code that it gave me to be activated. So then I will say continue. I'll simply say create an account without a campaign. I want to create a Google ad account without a campaign. I don't want to run. I want to get the promo money. So next you go here. You need to go for the billing cycle. See, for example, I'm just showing you right from scratch here. You go open this. You go to tools and setting. You have something called as billing. You need to go there and click on the summary. So here, just like how you did for Facebook, in Google also you need to give up your billing detail. I have belong to India and my currency is Indian rupees. And once you fix it, you go down and you are going to give your card details. Okay. And you need to mention this as individual AdSense account. Is it an individual AdSense account? Whatever your personal ID is there, na? Like Funny Kiran, your personal ID, you are trying to link to that main ID. This is the main ID for which you are linking this particular profile, and you need to create a payments profile for yourself. When you are creating a payment profile, it will ask you what type of a business it is. Is it an individual or is it a business type? So it's always advisable. Most of you will start your career, you will not run a consultancy. You will probably want to do it yourself sitting at home and earn some money. That means it is termed as an individual account. So you need to classify this as individual account. So once you declare it as business, you can't change it. If you declare it as a business, then you can give access to multiple people within your team. If you have multiple people, they all can also be added by giving permission, so that in your absence, they will monitor the account. So here you can give your card details. You can ensure your card details like add credit or debit card. You can have multiple payment options. And one very important thing that I will always tell you is you need to mention the payment method as manual payment. If you put automatic payments, automatically it will get deducted. You will not have any control on it. To have control, you need to select manual payments and fix a budget here. Maybe you can put it as simple as 500 rupees. And once you go back, okay, you can simply say, I agree to terms and conditions, and you click submit. So once you click submit, you will be creating an account. Like for example, you need to create an account. You're creating a new account. Once you click submit, your billing details are set. So once your billing details are set, the next important thing is you will be able to run the campaigns. So this is the live version that we are doing, and you go here. Once you click submit, it will ask you for the card details. So only once you give the card details, it will run. Otherwise, what I can do is I can use an account which already is linked to it. One second, I'm just trying to. Here you have something called as promotions. So once your account is set up, you can actually, once your billing details are selected and once your billing details are mentioned, only then you will be able to, because I will not be able to give my card details right now in presence, but once you give the card details now, then you can start running campaigns. And in promotions page, you will have this, what do you call this? In promotions page, you will be having your coupon code. You need to enter the coupon code in the promotions page. Okay. So this one I'll show you in the form of a video because the security code and all which it is asking. Basically it is asking the 3-digit security code which is mentioned behind your credit or debit card, that 3-digit number. So once you give it and then you hit submit, then it will take you to this page where you can actually go to promotions. And in the promotions part, you have an option to enter this code, the code that you have taken from here. The particular code that you have copied here, the code you need to enter it, and the moment you enter this code there, then automatically it will go for approval for this 2000 rupees ad credit. So I'm going to just show you this once again by clicking into Google Ads. Because I just did it a couple of minutes back. Get started. And let me select this account. So when you go to tools, you go for billing. See, here it is given. Get up to 2000 rupees ad credit for what you spend on Google Ads during the first 31 days. So here is a Google code that is given, and you can either how much ever money you are spending. Say for example, if you are spending 2000 rupees, then 2000 rupees will be given. If I am actually adding from my card to Google around 1000 rupees, then it will give me 1000 rupees credit. So within first 31 days, how much money you are spending, that much money will be given, and the maximum limit is 2000 rupees. So that is how you are going to run this promotions thing. And the next important thing is you need to identify this. You can go to this tools and you can always do this keyword planning. The first step that you do while running an ad, now you want to understand what are the keywords that people are searching for and how much volume you are receiving, and that is called as a basic preparation. So this is called as keyword planner. I told you that I'm going to explain you about one tool when we talk about Google Ads, and this is $1 million idea. So here you can simply say get search volumes and forecasts for the keywords, and you can also discover new keywords. So now I click discover new keywords. Remember that here I can simply say digital marketing and say enter, get results. Now you see the beauty of it, guys. It is going to give you the complete idea about what people are searching. It has given you 538 keyword ideas, and it is telling for digital marketing on an average in a month, okay, you are getting around 100K to 1 million searches, and the competition is low. That means when competition is low, you can actually look at bidding for it. And it is also giving you cost per click at 6 rupees 31 paise, and top page bid, if you want to be on the first page of Google, then you need to be spending 61 rupees for it. Now imagine you are selling a digital marketing course for 30 days or something, or maybe 45 days, or maybe for 2 months, and you are charging 50,000 rupees. Let it be an IIM or something. Then 61 rupees is nothing for them, because if they're running the ads, they are going to reach out by selecting the target as like people whose spending capacity is very high, and probably their ads will go on everywhere. They continuously keep running their ads for months and years together, because even if they get one customer, the customer is going to end up spending 50,000 for the course. So that is the beauty. I myself spent 40,000 to learn all these concepts. I have learned whatever I'm teaching you guys. I have invested 40,000 to learn these concepts, and by the end of the session, which we'll complete it by Wednesday, I'm hoping so, you all will understand that these are all money making concepts. if implemented and utilized properly. I am uploading the videos on YouTube also only for your benefit, because when you are doing a practical session, you should not get stuck up somewhere. That is the reason I'm trying to do that. So now you are getting to know, to be on top page of Google, this is the bidding, and this could be the minimum bidding. So it varies from time to time. During this 1 month time, this is the average search that comes. The competition is low, and hence these are the costs. Now, what all keywords can you enter? See, for example, you are creating a YouTube video, the first video of your lifetime, and you want to mention in tags. So what is it that people are searching that you should know? You don't want to spend money, do a free thing, just post it on YouTube. But in the tags, think about mentioning these keywords: digital marketing, online marketing, digital marketing agency, internet marketing. Your content might not be related to an agency, but writing digital marketing agency might show your content to maximum number of people, and all this traffic might come to you. But you should also remember that when people keep posting, then your posting will go down in YouTube. It will go gradually down. So in order to bring it up, sometimes you need to invest a little bit of money in order to ensure that your ads are on top. So this is the beauty of Google Keyword Planner. So whatever we have seen practically, I'm just trying to show you. We can go and click here by creating a new campaign. You can go to, these are all the things. You have to set up your billing first. This is what we have discussed practically today in the live session. Like, you set up your billing details by giving your card details, and you set up the promo code wherever required. And once you are done, you can put your company profile as business profile or individual profile. Give your contact number on which you are reachable so that your customers can contact you. And then you enter your card details. And then once you give your card details and all, change this to automatic payment to manual payment so that you will have a control on the payments. And then when you go to Google Keyword Planner, go to tools and setting. The first step is ensure you go to the Google Keyword Planner here. And once you go to the Google Keyword Planner, type something like digital marketing or something. This is a page that we have seen. And then when you go down, you have an option of selecting target people in India. Try to identify how many people can be targeted. How many people are using the particular keyword digital marketing in a particular location. So you can do a location based. Here you have United Kingdom. You can change it to India and then target people who are searching in India for that particular keyword. So the location is set as India. You can use the filter here, and for India, how many searches are coming, you can check it. So this is the beauty about Keyword Planner, and this is how you people can search it. In India, you can check it for Mumbai. Similarly, you can check it for Hyderabad. Similarly, you can check it for Kerala or whatsoever it is. So you can simply start checking for the particular location, and this is going to give you the search volume. Average monthly searches, how many are coming. So you actually make it less. In India, how much is coming? In Mumbai, how many are coming? In Kerala, how many are coming? You are reaching to more targeted audience. And then you will identify, you cannot put all the keywords because each keyword is costing. Now you will identify and only bid for those keywords where the competition is low and pricing is also low. Or maybe competition is medium and pricing is low, or competition is low but price is high. What will happen? Your price is high, you will be on first page. Competition is low means people are hardly searching for it. So you should understand, will people search for this keyword? Are you okay to convert that traffic? Which traffic will get converted? You have to do a lot of permutations and combinations. That's why in the beginning I discussed, you have to run multiple ad sets, and ad sets will consist of ads and your customer demographic. So which one will work better for you, that you will only gradually discuss and come to a conclusion over a period of time after running few ads. That is something that you gain by experience, because different people will promote different products. So till here I wanted to explain the class today, because I know if I do too much, it will be too much of input for you. So these are all something about basic things. So you want to check for anything, you can, these keywords, you can import them into Google Sheets by clicking here. All the sheets will be coming in this way, and then you can identify using filters, putting which is the topmost highest, where you get traffic, where the cost is less, competition is medium, and average monthly searches are very high. Bid for those keywords, include them in your YouTube tags, and you will get more traffic. Just imagine blindly doing videos and putting them on YouTube and doing a targeting way where you know the keywords and you use Google Keyword Planner and use those keywords in the tags and get the traffic on your videos. If your video performs well and people like it, automatically without paying money to Google only, your videos will rank high on YouTube. And YouTube will recommend it to its audience because it also wants to come out with the cutthroat competition from its competitors. Okay, so with this, I'm done with my today's session. I'll be continuing this session. Google Ads will continue till maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, and we will close this digital marketing class by then. Till then, take care. Hope you all have a nice day. Good night. And if you have any questions, we will have a separate session on Tuesday or Wednesday.